to do, and you've created this platform and add them as an admin, it could happen where they say, hey, I could just take this group over and I can do better. And you just never know where it's coming from. You just don't know if it was truly hacked or if it was an admin that was envious or, that's the first thing that comes to my mind because of the stuff that I do, is that
Yeah.
maybe it was an admin that really wanted her own group, and hey, what a way to get it, right? Let it grow and then take over. And then you delete
Yes.
the main admin, and then they can't find the group. You block them out, and she can see which one of those admins that she's blocked from. Because
Hmm.
usually they'll block, you know what I mean? So she needs to
Yes.
go and see which one of them blocked her. Then she'll know who the culprit is. I hope that helps.
Yes. Yes, definitely. And I hope that you can join us again next week to absolutely let her know that she's just have a lot of people, and they did a press release about it, I guess today as well. So it's it's
Press
just
release
exert.
as in the news?
Yes, she's trying to get it out in the news. There are some things going on, so we didn't really get to see what platforms, but she said some press release that she's done
Okay. Okay.
today. So
Too bad she couldn't join us today.
I know. She really, really, really wanted to. Um, and she does send her regards. I told her, I said, it's perfectly fine, sweetheart. You know, Autumn's Way, we've been here for 3 years doing what we do right here.
Someone did say they'll pop in around 11 o'clock though, before your show started.
Oh, hey, guess what? I got to do something real quick.
Yes, sir. Let's do that, sir.
Welcome back to with
We're going to
Peggy.
need that disclaimer.
Welcome.
Oh, yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where. I don't know where it went.
And that's okay, sir. We're here.
Well, we'll keep moving along, and when I find it, I'll play
All
it.
right, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all. I am Miss Peg, and we are live coming from y'all from Columbus, Ohio. We are Autumn's Way Through, helping others, doing any and everything that we possibly can. This is a community platform. It's for any and everyone across the whole United States. And we have had everyone almost from every city and state on here. It's truly remarkable. So many people coming together in such a time of need. Every day, we talk about addiction, we offer ways to help, and really what it comes down to. And we love everyone, and we keep it real. We are not scripted here at Autumn's Way. But please, please, any and everyone that is struggling with addiction, we ask and are begging you, please, please make a different decision. Don't call the dope man, call a rehab. Call a rehab, reach out and get help. The xylazine that's in the stuff out there now, the next time that you ingest, it really can be your last. We normally don't say that at this part of the show, but like I said, we're not scripted and the conversation just flows. And we just hope that everybody just keep up because we keep it so real because we want people to know. Again, I want to thank everyone for always being with us, for always joining us. The people that's been with us, Big C, of course, DJ Be Lethal, the one and only elevator operator. We couldn't do this without you, sir. Building LLRFM, Linda's Legacy Radio Stations. Shout out to you, sir, for the Tattoo Shop Radio, for LLR, the B-sides, for Southern Soul Gold, for everything that you have made and created. It is truly why we're here. We're just, you're leaving a legacy for you and yours. And Miss America, we truly appreciate you, our beautiful sister, all the way from California. You are truly, it's an honor for you to be with us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for everything that you share, all the wisdom, encouraging words, all the knowledge that you pass out, everything that you do for drughomicide.org. And please talk about that in just a few moments, because we do appreciate that. And we're so very sorry, my sister, for your loss. But together we hope, and we know, we're not just hoping, we know that with Big C, all of us, with everything we do, with all these community platforms, everyone coming together to let people know that they're not alone. We know that it's making a difference in a lot of people's lives. Big C, I want to welcome you as well. We thank you for always being with us.
I'm always happy to be here.
So how was everyone's week?
Mine has been pretty busy. I've done a few events. I just keep spreading awareness about fentanyl and all the things that can be mixed into anybody's drug of choice. We know that fentanyl is now surpassing gun violence, and we're saying that fentanyl is the new bullet because people are dying by the droves. And just bringing awareness out there and just talking about how important it is to have people that deal it be held accountable, because most people are aware that people are dying. And so in any other given case in point, whether it be gun violence, knife, or whatever it is, there has to be accountability. We see what happens with the smash and grabs. When there's no accountability, they just grab more and more, and they keep stealing and stealing with no accountability, no slap on the hand. And now they're getting bigger, and now they're discovering retail rings and theft rings out there. So just like those theft rings, there's no accountability. Now we have drug rings. There's no accountability. So people tend to keep doing what they're doing. So accountability is key when it comes to people's deaths. Now we know that drug use can be a definite death sentence. And, just accountability for what people are doing out there. And of course, we have to be accountable for ourselves and our family. So I really appreciate the platform, because we tell people, no, you're not alone, but accountability is everything when it comes to yourself. Knowledge is power. If you have knowledge of what you can do for yourself, it's going to give you that power to be able to control. There's nothing better in this life than to control yourself, and your destiny. So anyway, that's what I've been doing all week, just talking about that, and really trying to touch people's lives, to let them know that they really do matter. Their child matters. Their child that they lost matters. And to just keep doing what, just stay strong. Stay strong.
Yes, definitely.
Well, you know me. I stay busy, but so it's been a draining week. But I have I was thinking about something in the overall picture of addiction. Say when they count people in a certain area, they say, "Oh, we have so many thousands of people that are addicted. Okay, well, how do they know? First of all, is that just the people that are attending the rehab? How do they count the people that are on the street, in the trap houses, people that are working and functionally addicted, like you would never know because they're not going to tell anybody and they're that good at hiding? I mean, with the real numbers, uh, how does that match up to the numbers that they tell you that are shocking, you know, already? But
I I
what's the
think
real?
that not all of it's reported. Not all of it's reported because not everybody it's kind of like, Alcohol Anonymous. You have to admit that you're an alcoholic. Some people have not gotten to the point where they're admitting that they have an addiction issue. So, no doubt, there are some people that are not accounted for. And I think that the numbers are lower than that, they're higher than we think because of underreporting. Everyone has a cell phone, so they're aware of what service is out there. Not, I can't say everyone, most people, including homeless, have cell phones. They give out cell phones free in California. I don't know how it is in Columbus or anywhere in Ohio, but I do know that a lot of the homeless people here do have phones and they communicate. They have resources that they're told about. There's people that do have boots on the ground that talk to the homeless and give them resource papers, that they can reach out to. And some people just simply want to live on the street. They don't want a house payment. They don't want government in their business. They just want to be on the street. There's some people that do not have addiction, but majority of the people do.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that
Yes.
answered your question.
That was a very good answer. Thank you.
Yes. DJ
So
Belito.
one of the key things that we do is make sure that they have Narcan and they know, and that they are aware that they cannot take naloxone themselves. Even if they feel like they're overdosing it, the capability of opening up the package and giving yourself Narcan is near impossible. I say never, but I have not seen that yet. But I can tell you that we have some people in our organization that do help the homeless. They feed the homeless. Stephanie Boatwright with Isaiah Michael Foundation, she goes boots on the ground and gives them food and Narcan and water, drinks, whatever it is they need whenever she can. The resources here are such where we have some organizations that are making money when it comes to the homeless. And I
Yes.
think that it's different when you do things from your heart with no motive, no money motive, and you're just doing things from the heart. It gets noticed. It gets noticed, when there's no motive behind it whatsoever, other than trying to help the homeless and the addicted.
And again, if anyone is going through a mental episode, if you're feeling alone, if you feel like that you don't have anyone, please call 988 immediately. There will be a professional, that is the national hotline number, suicide national hotline number for mental illnesses. And if you just need someone to talk with, they will be right there. They will help you in any need and crisis that you are going through right now. Please know that you're not alone.
And when you dial 988, just know that you don't necessarily have to have a mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
But if you feel depressed or have some anxiety and need to talk to somebody, A lot of people have anxiety now because look at the economy, look at the cost of living, look at the cost of food. Anything can bring on those types of anxieties, but don't hesitate to call 988 if you feel anxious or need to talk to somebody. That's real important to use that as a resource.
Yes, because they have a lot of resources, a lot of clinical and a lot of outreach programs to help as well. And they will talk to you all night long if you just need someone to talk to as well. They are absolutely, you know, like you said, there's certain cities and places that are limited to resources. And it is sad that it has come to people trying to make money um, because that's all they see, and everyone's just a number so that they can get paid. And it is truly, truly sad. It truly is. Because we are truly losing so many on our streets right now. The xylazine, the zombie drug, whatever you want to call it, train, whatever they're calling that track. That stuff is here in Columbus, in our beautiful city. You can see people. It's not as bad as in larger cities and New York, California's different areas, Philadelphia. There's a lot of places that are just so poverty and so drug stricken that it's truly heartbreaking. It's terrible. We have 9-year-olds that are drug addicts. I mean, this is what it's sad.
This is today's world. This is not the world that we wanted, that we would even fathom that youths would be growing up in. But here we are, here we are. And it doesn't help when government legalizes things and makes things accessible, when knowing that they could be abused. Whatever it is they approve, if it can be approved, it's going to be abused. I mean, if you think back to prohibition, when alcohol was prohibited and they legalized it, they didn't really legalize it. They knew it was a moneymaker because they wanted to get their hands into the alcohol, the tax, and all that. But think about it. You can't drive under the influence. You can't have an open container in public. You can't be drunk in public. All that causes incarceration. Drunk people, some people assault people when they're drunk. You can't even step outside of a bar with a drink. There are certain things that you just can't do. And so it makes you wonder what the motive is for the government when I think it's strictly money myself and getting their hands on the taxes. You can just going back to alcohol. It's like, oh yeah, let's just do the same thing with marijuana. Let's do the same thing with mushrooms, knowing that people are going to, have mental illness, knowing that they're lining their pockets with mental health facilities, medications, big pharma. I could go on and on, but I always tell people, especially people in the inner cities, to just know what's going on and try not to be a part of that, because addiction, the government wants to help you because there's funding in it, there's money in it. So get the help. I'm not saying don't get the help, but just know what the motive is and try to stop what you're doing so that you're not a statistic of the government. How have you been doing, Big C?
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah, what it looking like up there in
Yeah.
the M? What's it looking like up there, man?
It's pretty hot here, man. It's been 85 at night and 94 in morning time. It's been pretty nasty here. I know at the zoo, Detroit Zoo, and also DT's been giving away free water bottles from it. I haven't really been doing much today. I know there's a few upcoming shows coming up for independent wrestling. Besides that, I'm slowly feeling back to myself, and I'm starting to play with cards again if I'm not, too busy. I'm thinking about going to England for a tournament.
What?
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Did you say England?
All right.
Yes, the England has tournaments going on for Pokemon, also an old card game called Raw Deal. I was invited to it, and if I want to go, it's a free plane ticket. So I'm
Mhm.
not going to refuse that. And if I do win this tournament, which is if you're, I'm going to say, for example, if you play pulling cards, you can win up to $500 to $2,000. If you play a raw deal, you can win 800 to 2,000. Depends on what place you come in. And since I've been playing this since 1999, I've been invited. Not to mention, I do run tournaments myself. So since I also
Wow.
run tournaments, I got the event card, and I'm not going to say no.
Can I hide in the luggage?
Luck,
Yes.
jolly
Take
old
us.
chop. Good luck, old chop.
I'll jump in that luggage real fast. England is beautiful. That's what I heard. I've never been there, but hey.
I've been to all over. I've been to Florida. I've been to Ohio, Canada. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Florida. Like I said, I've never officially been like to England. So I actually heard it's kind of like I don't really not say. I guess they had like guards walking around. So I kind of want to take pictures about
Yes.
that. I actually really don't know what they do. My son's my son said you can't take pictures, but I'm pretty sure this was probably a week like if you like nowhere near them. But I ain't curious about that.
Or
Can't tell.
those little glasses and you just adjust them and click, click, click.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought about that honestly. Like you said, I can't take pictures, but they can't stop it from having a body camera on you. And since technically I'm
Right.
not from there, I'm thinking about actually taking a body camera regardless, just to backtrack where I like my hotel is. So I said because some body cameras actually have GPS on them. So
Right.
I'm thinking about just doing that, just like to actually know where I'm going, because I'm not gonna know nothing about this place. But I said, man, regardless of taking pictures with camera or just where I catch during a ride, this sounds like fun.
Right. No, I think you're going to have a blast, especially if you're into, is it Pokemon?
This one is Pokemon, yes, and there's another one that's an old card game called the Raw Deal, and that game
Okay.
got retired. But but since I do run tournaments for Pokemon, I did get ready for the Pokemon tournament, which I'm going to do this summer. And like I said, I can't refuse that one. I've been playing. Well, I don't really want to go full blast my whole nerdy life, but I've been playing Pokemon since, like I said, 1999. The cartoon came out in 1995.
Yes, I
And
know.
I've been during that time, I was still watching Dragon Ball Z, Sabrina, all this weird nerdy stuff. But I got into the card game when it first came out, and I just been playing on and off. And when my son was born, he wanted to collect the cards, so I got myself back into it. And I've been doing tournaments again. And after that, I for about 4 years, I ran tournaments for like small time players to teach them how to play. And my tournaments I usually have are usually free because I want people to learn how to play and also experience the enjoyment of a tournament while actually costing money if you don't know how to play yet. Because I'm not gonna lie, playing a tournament that you don't know what you're doing just to lose your money is not fun.
No, it's never fun.
No, because entering tournaments could cost about a basic tournament that only has maybe about 10 to 15 players, maybe 20, costs about $5 to $10 to enter. And see, when you win, half the money goes to that store, and other half the money goes to whoever came in first place.
Okay. Wow. I remember Pokemon. My kids were in it, and they were little. And the ice cream man used to sell the Pokemon cards. And when Pokemon started coming out and people were trading them, and some of them were worth a lot of money. I don't know if you remember the Charizard.
First edition Charizard could go for anywhere between $2,000 to 15 if it's shadowless. A first edition shadowless is for 15,000. If you have a Charizard that's just not first edition when it first came out, it's worth 200 to 1,000 depends on the condition. I know very well about those cards because when the game first come out, you have they had errors in the first packs of all of Pokemon that first came out were shadowless cards. Now you can't really tell a difference unless you actually stare at the card. When they first made the cards, there's a white little line around the Pokemon. But see, when it first came out, there's no white line. It's just
Right.
shadowless. The
Right.
art was not fully done when it came out. They just rushed it. So some of the original cards don't have the full art design.
I see. I see.
I
I
could probably
remember.
send you a few pictures to your Facebook because I have some old school cards that have shadows. Now I don't got the high risk Charger one, no, but I do have Venusaur. Venusaur's worth $500 with no shadow,
Yes.
and I also have a whole bunch of commons. A common card with no shadow is only worth $3 today, but if it's shadowless, that $3 card is now worth $12. Not very much high time players, but if you're a collector, it's something that you want to your inventory.
Yeah, because I remember my son getting it from the ice cream man for like he was making money off these cards. He didn't really know, I guess he was just selling them for like $1. And when you have 5 boys, I'm like $1 for ever, like a bubblegum card, or whatever. I didn't
That
know.
actually sounds about right, man. People in
Yeah,
school, you were selling their extra cards for $1.50 a pence, unless they were star. Rare cards went from the high price, but when you open too many packs of cards over and over again, you have all these doubles, and you tend to sell your doubles from 50 cents to $1. So that does actually add up about right.
right. And then so I remember him, watching him open it up. He goes, "Mom, a Charizard," and the ice cream man wanted it back.
Yep. Even back in the day,
I was like,
Blastoise
"Why
when
are
it
you
first came out was for $30.
I
Venusaur when
told
he
him, why
first
are
came out
you
was
chasing my
25.
son?"
When when Charizard first came out, it was a $50 card.
Oh, wow. Yes, it was. Yes, it was because he turned around and put it on the internet and he got like $50 for it. And he thought he just scored. So everyone's buying these cards from the ice cream man.
Well, yeah,
But
because sometimes when you open a random pack, you do get lucky. Because even to this day, Pokemon makes cards. Like let's say there's 5 different versions. You got your basic, you got your gold card, silver, and then you got your art card. Art cards, there's only so much made that year in that era. So if you pull art card to a collector, that's worth money. If you are not a collector, you're probably going to sell that card because you're not. Well, it doesn't really mean much to you. I, for one, hunt down water cards because most of my decks are water decks.
right,
So if I don't need this card, I'll sell my card to whoever. I mean, I don't really give a lot of respect to collectors because they're it's kind of weird to say they're just going to put this card into their folder or resell it. If
right,
you're a player, you're going to use that card. So if I know that someone's going to use a card for their deck, I'll probably sell it or trade it for like a less value because they're going to play the card game too. Collectors are, like I said, are you going to put it in a folder or resell it for what the card's worth?
right. See, so just when you thought you were nerdy, I'm following you on this because I know my kids grew up in that era of Dragon Ball Z and anime. They love anime. So
Yep.
yeah, you're not the only
Dragon Ball
nerdster
Z, the
here.
card game was hard to play. Then you have Magic. That game changed over time where I officially quit in 2020 because they're always changing rules. And I have won tournaments in Magic too, but problem is Magic always brings back monsters and then cancel monsters. In 2020, they completely took out the dinosaurs. So my deck that I waste my money on, I can't play tournaments no more because it's not
Okay.
allowed. So once they
Oh,
took out dinosaurs, I'm done because in my mind, what's the point collecting cards, enter tournaments if one year the card's good and then they ban it because they change the rules. For the
yeah.
longest time, they banned vampires and then they allowed in, and they banned dinosaurs back in 2005. They let players use the dinosaur cards again, and then in 2020, they banned the dinosaur cards again. Like, I'm done. I don't want to buy cards if I can't use them.
Well, not only that, can you imagine how difficult it is to just keep up with the rules?
Yep.
Just the basic rules. I was like, come on.
Basic rules are easy, but like Magic actually has 5 different rules. So that's again, you gotta know what tournament you're entering and what you want to play. Because if you talk to a Magic player, they're going to ask you what rules because there's 5 versions. Pokemon, there's only one version. Uh, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even know if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still around. That was kind of challenging. But
Well, now I
you,
know why you just said no to Kermit, because it's like, what the heck, you know?
yeah.
What am I doing here? But I'm always interested in what you have to say. That's why I had to pick your brain of what you've been up to. But
Uh,
England, I wouldn't pass
yeah.
that up either.
That one's just me going through my cards to get prepared for that version. But yeah, if someone does talk to me, I always know random nerdy stuff that could be useful or not useful. That's why I just don't really talk about it. So,
But inquiring minds want to know.
oh yeah,
So what have you been up to, Miss Peggy? Calling Miss Peggy.
and she might have stepped away for
Hello,
a second. Oh, okay.
my beautiful family.
What have you been up
Charlie,
to this
that
week?
congratulations. Um, well, we've just been trying to fight the heat. It's been really hot. Um, Kids, just playing with water guns, squirt guns, just being having some fun, and that's about what we've been doing. Into gathering information, of course, you know. So
Good,
that's what we've been doing.
good.
Yes,
Patience
yes,
with the children.
yes, yes. Big C, I just congratulations. Like that is big, big news, Again, like England, that's super, super, super cool. You know, um,
I'll thank you.
Autumn
No,
used to,
I'm pretty excited.
yes, that's
We're
definitely
Say what's
excited for you.
say what's up to the
yes.
king. Say what's up to the king for me.
DJ B Lethal, what was that again, sir?
I told him to say what's up to the king for me. Say what's up to the king.
Yeah.
The King of England.
The newly crowned king of England, former Prince Charles.
I
Yes.
definitely got to do
Yes.
research about England. I don't know nothing about the layout or the map or how they live. I know they have different
Yeah.
rules there.
Yes.
Bow and
I
curtsy.
have
Bow and curtsy.
Well, not just that. Don't England don't have guns. Also, even the cops
yeah,
have different weapons there. So,
yeah. The violence and the crime rate is it's not like it is here in the States. I have a wonderful, beautiful young lady friend. Shout out to you, Miss Heimeke. She is so beautiful. But she is from Malaysia. Her and her husband just went to London, Paris. Um, so they're there, and she sends pictures about the Big Ben and the clock and just all of this beautiful stuff and just the scenery and the shops and the trees are in full bloom, the cherry blossoms. And she had never seen them, and she had never seen snow because, Malaysia, it never snows. So
Wow.
when, yes, so it was just, she was so amazed. And she said, Auntie, she said, look, it's snowing. This is really snow. I get to really feel the snow because every time it would snow here, I would video call her so that she could see it. And she's just so amazed by the snow. But now that she could feel it, Charlie, you are going to have, I know, just an amazing time. It just, because they have so many different food and just everything is over there is so different. And the changing of the arms, I think you can get pretty close to the people, but yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
pretty
can get kind of
interesting.
close, but you got to step like two. Let's say we're like by each other. You got to be at least 5 steps nowhere near me or the horse. So it's kind of like I can stand by you, but I got to make sure I'm like at least, like I said, about 5 squares away on concrete.
Hey,
I'm so
hey,
excited
big
for
Q.
you.
I, the guards got them big hats on.
Yeah, the fudgy hats. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't go
big
there and say
fuzzy
because I have no idea what they're called. But
Yeah,
yeah,
find out if there's really a midget under there with a sniper rifle. That's why they stay still all day long. They ain't supposed to move. So if you act up. They ain't really gotta move.
They try not to blink. They try not to move. It's
They can't
amazing.
do nothing. You imagine, how much discipline that it takes to stand there in a whole, I don't know how many hours they got to do it for. They,
Depends on what elite you are. They got to stand there for about 4 to 6 hours, unless they do all nighter, and then they can't go to the bathroom at all. They must stand there even if they have to go until they're released. So technically, even that itself has to be challenging.
what?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
they
the
can't.
the
They can't use
weather.
the restroom. They literally just got to stay there until the new lineup of the soldiers releases them.
Yeah,
No way.
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
something you got to be like, almost like, how they,
A robot, pretty much. You gotta be like a robot. You
they
can't
raise
move. You
monkeys.
can't laugh. You can't go to the bathroom unless they release you.
Hmm.
I wonder if they have a little button, like gotta go, gotta go, gotta go,
There's
gotta go.
probably, I thought about that. I mean, they are usually by every corner wall. And if you watch where there's a horse guard right by the main gate. It really says do not feed or touch the horses. They do have a small button right by the horse guard, but I don't know if every corner has a guard button. But I do know for a fact it does have a nursing button on the left side of the gate and the right side gate. And like I said, every 4 to 6 hours, a new line release them to come out.
I know they got them little red phone booths.
Yes.
I'm
I
telling you,
wonder if
for
they
me,
work.
Yes, I think they do. Miss Shirley said they did, and the double decker buses are everywhere. She's taken pictures of their taxis, the
Buses or
buses.
trolleys, whatever they call them. But yeah.
Yeah, and they're like double decker. They just look so cool. Big red buses, and people are just you see all these people on them, and um,
yeah.
it's
Mind your
just she's
business
so
over there, too.
amazed by
Something tough.
everything.
Busting with
Yes.
that food,
Nah, see, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be a fat kid in a candy shop there, man. They got candy stores still at this day there. I'm gonna be going to
like
his bags of candy home.
Willy Wonka.
They're not going to charge you import fees, right? Or
I
whatever
don't
they
know.
do.
If that's the case, I'll just
Hey,
eat my damn bag of candy at the airport.
hey, look,
So
you know what happens if they make you go through customs?
We'll have to see when you come back if you have that little English accent.
They go send you
nah.
through customs. They gonna put on that rubber glove like step in the back, sir. We need you to go through customs.
They
Oh
say
boy.
it is really,
Don't bring
really
no candy
bad.
back.
Yes, don't
I don't really
bring.
expect to have issues there, honestly. I'm actually looking forward to it. I do know for a fact, not really like a different subject, but last time I was in Ohio, I told Peggy about this. I went to the beach and I got harassed by a damn cop because my kid was like touching rocks and bring one home. And apparently, Ohio made a big deal about me bringing a rock home for my son to add to his collection.
Hmm?
Yes, Charlie. Yes, speak on that. Go ahead. Tell them it was. Yes, go ahead, Charlie. It's
You already know the story, yeah. With
yeah.
back when I
It's
was like in
yeah.
2019 or early 2020 when I went to Ohio for that campground meeting, there was a delay, so I took my son to the beach, and there was a cop there. Like I guess this wants to harass me because he's been staring at me for a while. And I told my son, you go on the beach and like look at the rocks and whatever, because we also found a few of those paint rocks that you touch the rock and move it. So, I thought about bringing like one rock home for that reason, but the cop said we cannot bring dirt or rocks from Ohio Beach back with us. So he was actually willing to give me a ticket. Technically I didn't do it. I told him I was thinking about it, but I had no fact of doing it. But regardless, I was getting harassed by a cop just for touching a rock.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
and did he actually show you the law that says you can't touch
no,
a rock?
no. Like I said, I think he was just looking for a reason because this is like back in like 2019 or like I said early 2020. Because I told Peggy about this. I was just walking, killed time for that night bonfire, And
Hmm.
since I was looking at rocks with my son, taking selfies, whatever, that too. I told him just grab a rock for your collection, and the officer got pissed.
Wow. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Ah,
Some people just don't have a life. They don't have anything better than to tell a kid no, It's just crazy.
well, I guess like you said, man, because it's like how I'm mentioning our body chart, but it's a different part. But I didn't really see no harm, you know, foul touching sand or a rock. It's now got to like smuggling stuff home.
Did it have like gold in it or something?
No,
Especially
no, man, I wish it was just one of
uh,
those smooth beach, like water rocks you see by the the lake or beach, man. We just picked out a few rocks. We saw one. Now I remember now. I remember what I was going to bring home. We saw a rock that looked like a little fish. It looked kind of cool, and well, we could not grab that rock.
was it
Probably went back and picked it up and kept it for his son.
was it
I did thought about it too. I
maybe
did thought about it saying like he doesn't want me to keep it because he probably wants from damn self. But I'm like, I don't think House would do that.
Oh yeah. Well,
was it decent UFO picture? I don't
Yeah,
I
right.
don't I don't understand.
All right, Jake. My son was actually overhearing me talking because my son remembers that. That's the first time my son even said that's the first time he got stopped by a cop. Like, we weren't even doing us wrong. My son had probably been, God, Peg, what was he, 6 or 7 for that one?
I, yeah, he was young. I want to say, yeah, 5, 6, or yeah. I don't think he was over 7. Yeah, he was young. Jake was young. And shout out to little man out there. Shout out to Jake, man. Congratulations on all that karate, doing all that. Oh, and congratulations to him on as well, because he's going to be, teaching that karate class. Shout out to him and everything. He's all of his hard work. That is a big accomplishment that he's doing as well. Charlie, you're awesome as a single father. Shout out to you, to everything you're doing. Just love you, man. I love you.
Nah, I'm no one special. I just do my best day by
You
day.
are somebody special. You better know it, walk it, and talk it, because you are. And we appreciate you always. But yes, England, you're going to love, love, love that. That
you
is
deserve that.
like,
You deserve that
yeah,
wonderful trip.
I appreciate it.
yeah.
Hey y'all, did y'all see Miss Miracle on the RV show? She looked like a little bunny rabbit jumping around. She was so
You know, there's a lot that they did not let us look at. So,
excited.
we just gave them the concept of what we wanted. And so we were amazed how it came together I mean, it's one thing just picking out colors and saying what the layout is and looking at, little blueprints or whatever, looking at a mock up. But when you actually see the final, it's like, wow. And when they did that sign that said coal, that was a
Mhm,
surprise gift to us. And we
mhm,
didn't know that it was even going to be put in there. So that was something incredible. And the reveal was not, I mean, it was way more incredible than we thought it could ever be. And
mhm.
that spice rack, remember they showed that spice rack? It
Yeah.
actually has a button so it goes up and down by itself.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you just push a button, it'll come up. And
My
then I push the button and it goes back down. So it's a hidden spice rack.
sweet. My favorite part, though, I have to say, is when your husband,
Yes, yes.
your husband automatically, I mean, right off the rip, he reaches inside and he's doing something like he's looking at like the maybe it was the door jam or something. It's like the little stripping that's on the inside of the door. And
Yes.
he checked it like I said, oh,
Well, because all of the trim was
yeah.
changed out.
Mhm.
it used to be ornamental or whatever. It had carvings and everything was so smooth. Everything
Mhm.
looked so clean. So we were pointing out all the stuff that really got on our nerves that was gone.
Mhm.
And it was just so, it was done so professionally that I was just floored. I just kept saying, Mark, 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 look, look, look. I couldn't help it. I was jumping around. He's right. I was jumping around like a little rabbit.
That looks like a little bunny rabbit jumping around.
Like a kid and I don't know what chocolate to pick. It all looks so good.
Oh man, I was
But
like,
thank you for looking at that.
yeah, yeah. I had to share that out. So that was great.
Yes,
That was
congratulations.
incredible.
I know somebody famous now. Shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes,
We do zero for fame. Just, it
Mhm.
was a blessing because we saw them on YouTube and thought that'd be nice to have them do ours. So YouTube does work. I'm telling you. If it
yes,
weren't for YouTube, we wouldn't have gotten that incredible, meet and greet, and we've never. I'm sure we wouldn't have gotten the results that we have. They're phenomenal. Leisure Coach Works is phenomenal.
Plug it again. What's the name?
Leisure
yes.
Coach Works in Fontana, California.
Okay. Leisure Coach Work.
Yep.
Shout
So if
out to
anyone's in the
y'all.
California area and they want to do something fancy with their recreational vehicle, just go to leisurecoachworks.com and visit them in Fontana, California. They're amazing.
Huh.
Nice.
See, it's nice when you can work with somebody and they become family, we call and see how they're doing. And yeah, so that's what kind of business it is. And that's what kind of people we are too. So
Yeah, yeah. And it makes a difference. And that's just like, with Ram Tattoo, with everything DJ B Lethal's doing as well with the radio stations. Uh, you
family,
know, yes, family. It's truly amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to them.
absolutely.
I can definitely shout out to them. That is truly just awesome. You know, like I said, um, we met for a, definitely a reason, and it was definitely not by accident. Even though the phone just rang, we don't know how, and here we are. And again, Meredith, we appreciate you so much. Um,
Thank you. I appreciate you all too.
It's truly, just Big C, DJP Lethal, we truly just have created a family network. Like I said, we're open platforms. We welcome everybody. And just, we just offer, it's just love and understanding and just hoping that people really understand that this thing, there's probably no ever end to addiction. We can only hope because it is people's decision at the end of the day. But just to let people know that they're not alone, it
Yeah.
truly makes a difference.
And sometimes I wonder if that is the case because I think that once people um, have an addiction, it's not like they're choosing it. The drug is at that point is choosing them and it'll
Yes,
keep grabbing them in. And so it's so important to shut the door, when something is sucking the life out of you, I say take away the straw. Take away the straw so that it doesn't deplete you, so sometimes you just have to find a way to get rid of that straw.
mhm, definitely, definitely. And again, can you let people please know about your organization and what you do to help people as well? Um, because it's so vital. There's um, some things I want to send over to you tomorrow as well about some stuff going on in Detroit. Maybe you could be some assistance to this family and aid them or point them in the right directions on whom they need to um, contact with all your knowledge that you have. I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated.
Right. I'm on Facebook under my real name. It's right over there. Merica Cole. That's my Facebook name. So I go by my real name. A lot of people don't, but I do
Me
because
too.
I want people to know that I'm genuine. And it's drughomicide.org. And what happens is that we believe that people, um, there needs to be resources for people that are looking for it. It should be accessible. There needs to be accountability, ultimate accountability for people who serve drugs. That people are, that result in death. So, that's the biggest thing. Anything that results in death that's caused by another person needs to be investigated. It needs to be prosecuted, and people need to serve time. Um, Without accountability, it'll keep going and going, and we're trying to put a stop to it. At least slow it down significantly for by holding people accountable. So that's real important. Someone knows that you have an addiction and they just keep giving it to you, and you die of that, then that's where the line is drawn. That's where the
Hmm.
line is drawn, and that's where the crime is being committed. And we already know that there are certain drugs on the books that you can't sell. So that's where the line needs to go too. If it's already written in law, don't ignore the law.
Hmm.
Don't
Hmm.
ignore the existing laws.
Hmm. Here in Columbus, we just got some things. They just started that they are going to start charging people with addiction if they get caught with drugs or overdosing. They are going to charge them now for drug paraphernalia, uh, possession of drugs, just because it has went on so long, um, that now again, okay, we have probably anywhere from 30 to 100 overdoses within 2 or 3 days. So all of those people, now you count that in a week, 7 days times a month times 30 days times a year, you know, there, the jails are overrun as it is, and people are overdosing in jails and prisons. I mean, there's an extreme large of people that are overdosing and dying. The train drug, in the prisons and jails right now. Um, and the only one that's
That's
getting behind,
another thing too. That's
yes,
another thing too. It's got to be, what we're finding out is that when there is that many people that are dying of a drug poisoning,
hmm
there's got to be something wrong with the system, because
hmm
it should be strict enough that you can't get it through the glass. You can't get it by any other means. We had a situation where the fentanyl was coming from an actual nurse that worked there. So it's coming in. They need to look at the staff, at their protocols. And if somebody dies from let's say, an overdose poisoning type of thing with fentanyl, they need to do an investigation, find out where it came from, find out who's accountable, and hold them accountable. That's just what they need to do, because
yes,
usually it's with a staff problem, somebody within, um, and every once in a while it's somebody that's from the outside that's getting in, that's somehow sneaking it in. But usually they check you. You can't bring your phone, you can't take photos, you have to be dressed a certain way. They're pretty strict.
Yes,
But
and they have to sit across from you in a chair. They're not. You're not even allowed to. You can give a slight hug in certain facilities. There's a lot of facilities
right,
that are in a glass. That the outside is not. Outside people are not getting in, and in
right,
most of these prisons and facilities that have people are passed away, outside people are not getting in. And like you just said, you're the staff. Um, Here at one facility, there were two guards and an inmate that had overdosed. Um, they say it
hey,
was in the
some of these
vents, but
guards, some
you
of these
know,
guards are hooked on drugs. They really are.
yes.
They're functional addicts, and it is just reaching um
And then money,
the
is the thing. They're getting paid, money or taking money to look the
yep,
other way. And, I mean, it's everywhere. That's what we're saying. It's so bad that people are dying in our prisons and jails where that's where the safest place they should be, more so than a rehab hospital even, because people get day passes, they go out, they work, they have jobs, they come in. And a lot of these facilities, you know they don't check their shoes when they come back into the halfway house. They don't have dogs, they're sniffing out drugs or anything like that. So there's a lot in the halfway houses, again, that just so much stuff is, so it's really comes to people have to make that decision.
right.
It's truly so sad that we're losing so many. um, it's just truly so sad. you know um, I just really, really appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do in your fight against addiction. We will be having Angela Cartwright with us next week as people that has lost people to addiction or to any reason to death. Um, but she will be with us, joining with us next week. Miss Cole, it is truly an honor. We are so blessed to have you. Big C, it's an honor to have you with us each and every week, our brother. We just, of course, we could not do this without DJ Be Lethal.
I'm always happy to be
We
here.
we love you for that, truly. You know, um, y'all are a blessing to our communities, for everything that y'all do. It is greatly appreciated. Here at Autumn's Way, we thank y'all. If you, need some ink work done, please go to Ram Tattoo at 224 West Johnson Street in Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Please tell Big D that, you know, Autumn's Way Through sent you, and there's going to be, that discount for you right there, and any and everything that you need, he will professionally take care of you. You know, again, we're going to wrap things up for this week. So at this time, Miss Cole, do you have anything that you'd like to put out this week? Anything that you'd like to add? DJ Be Lethal, Big C. And again, we hope that you can join us again next week to meet Miss Angela Cartwright, and maybe there's some pointers and things, with all of us together as a team, because she is truly beside herself, because she has helped so many through grief and losing so many people, thousands and thousands of people to overdose. That's just the grieving um, society is truly at a loss right now. They are truly upset. But again, we'll be talking about that next week. And we just want to thank y'all for truly being with us.
You're welcome. It's been our pleasure. And thank you for continuing through Autumn's Way. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done in our country, and helping grief moms, moms like me, It's incredible how many organizations out there. So I, in turn, can educate people about grief too. I mean, unless you've experienced it, the loss of a child is something that nobody should ever, go through. It's a club you do not want to belong to. And all we can do is help each other, through support and kind words and non-judgmental comments. So yeah, it's been a blessing how many people I've met, although it's not fun how we met, but I'm certainly glad these people are in my life.
Yes, and they're there for reasons. Because just like you said, that strength and that energy that we get from each other is the love. That's how much power that there is in love and compassion. And, through grief, 12 years of losing Autumn and a lot of her friends. And, it's through the survival that we can be sitting here today to let people know that our loved ones, they do not want us to be sad. And it's not right that they went before us. And we do not want no one to wear these shoes. And
Correct.
they're really tight, and we just want to let people know that with the love and compassion that your loved one, they want you to live, they want you to get up out of bed, wash your face, and you don't have to smile, but you just got to get up every day, continue making memories, because your loved one, it's what they want you to do. They don't want you to sit in a room with the lights off and not eat and not take care of yourself. They want you to get up. They want you to feel the sun and the wind in your face. Put a seed in the ground and watch any plant flower grow, but they want you to see life in its fullest. Turn the music on. If you need a DJ, we got the best one right here in the world, and he will travel anywhere. And that's our one and only DJ Be Lethal. But music is about, life is about making music. We only live once, love the people that you love and love the people that love you. We're going through this earth once, and try to make it good. Stop being hateful. Stop judging people. Stop bullying people, because, the next person that be bullied might be you, or anything could happen. You just don't know. But please continue smiling out there. Give people some hope, because that's what we have is this moment in time. Let's just always turn the music up. Y'all, please download that Zeno app today. It's free. Go to your Google Play Store, download, and please look for LLR Ohio, the B sides. That's THA, the letter B, SIDEZ. Look, it's free. And if you would like to donate to the station to keep the lights on in the building, any and everything is so greatly appreciated. DJ B Lethal is here, there, and everywhere, and he works really hard. Has created so much, and just building more and more every day. And sir, you are truly appreciated. I do want to do a shout out to my Rain Man and everything that you do for being my rock, for being my rock. I thank you, Rain Man, for always being there every day of every second. I want to shout out to my Misty, my Autumn. We're sending out Autumn angel hugs to any and everyone that needs a hug. Know that you're not alone. And we hope that all your angels just come and just wrap their arms around you, that y'all dance, off the stars into the moon. Just know that they don't want you to be sad. And you're going to be sad and you're going to hurt, and that's okay. But know that you're not alone. Take our hands and reach out. We will send you strength when you think that you don't have none. Please know that we'll send you some of ours. Again, I just truly love everyone. I thank everyone. Big C, sir, would you want to add anything tonight before we jump off here?
Yeah, I want to say shout out to everybody that joined us tonight. Shout out to everybody that's actually enjoying what they're doing this weekend or had a happy Father's Day and just going to do what they want to do. I also want to say shout out to everybody in Ohio and Michigan and pretty much all everyone around us.
Well, we love you, Big C, for everything that you do. Miss Cole, we love you, our beautiful sister. DJ B Lethal, sir, you already know it's from day one, sir. Is there anything, sir, that you'd like to add tonight before we get out of here?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out, joining us, and I'll leave you with this. I looked up in the top countries for drug rehab. Number one, United States. Then there's United Kingdom. Then there's Portugal, Switzerland, and Thailand. Uh, so between now and next week, think about that, and uh, think about why those rankings are that way. Is it because uh, we're good at what we do, or is it because we've maybe got all the drug problems, and that's why we're the best, number one leading place for drug rehab, and maybe other places have stricter laws that prohibit these type of things.
Yes,
So something
sir.
to think.
Mm.
Until
And
next week.
yes, I am Miss Peg, and we are healing through Autumn's Way from Columbus, Ohio. We thank y'all for being with us every week, and we will tune in with us, and we'll be right back next Tuesday night. We're sending out Autumn angel hugs and love, and we hope that y'all have a blessed night. Until next week, we'll see you then.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Healing with Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, man. How you doing? You good? I know you like that.